Hey, it's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I think it's safe to say that this has been one of the craziest years of my life. There were a lot of bad things that I went through this year, but the reason why I don't call it a bad year is because there were also some great things that happened this year. Without getting into a lot of detail, I went through what I'd consider one of the lowest points of my life. I was at a point where I'd be thinking, what now? Or just feel like I wasn't sure what direction my life was going. As a result, sometimes I would find myself not getting as much enjoyment out of the things that I usually would. So even if I've been at my lowest point this year, why do I not consider it a bad year? Well, there have also been some things that I was able to accomplish and some things that we have been able to accomplish. And one of those things is I got the third opportunity to meet some friends from outside of my state. And to be real, that was one of the escapes that I needed. And I'm sure they needed that escape too. It always is quite a wholesome time whenever a friend from outside of the state can visit. 6 years ago, I got to experience that for the first time with my friend Derek, otherwise known as Venixsea. He has made appearances on the channel since 2017, and we've still continued to hang out to this day. Years later, I would get to meet Will, or FishDeMan, who, even though we've given each other hard times out of banter, I hope he knows that I really like having him involved in stuff. And then this year, I was able to meet my friends Nat and Eric. It wasn't the first time I met Eric because we did used to live in the same state, but complications had made it so that he had to move to another state. Nevertheless, I was very glad to see him, and the same goes for Nat as well, who, being in a household with only two other brothers, she had pretty much been like the younger sister that I never had. I will forever be grateful that she's been there for me and a lot of the people that we know, and I'm glad to be there for her as well. This had also been the year that I had decided to give VTubing a chance. I started getting into it in early 2024 as a PNG, which most would most likely view as PNG tubing rather than VTubing. But I'm not here to get into the technicality of that. I was glad to officially bring a face to my content, even if it wouldn't be my actual IRL face. It was thanks to Panda and Momo that I had become inspired to get into VTubing. I will leave links to their stuff below because they deserve it. I'll also leave a link to Josh's stuff as well. He has been great at making thumbnails and is overall a very funny guy to play games with. And since Nat and Eric have also been great at making thumbnails, they deserve that shout out too. In fact, while I'm at it, I might as well leave various links to the many different people that have helped me along the way. Now, one of the things that we were able to accomplish is that we had gotten the channel to 500 subscribers, an amount that I would never have expected the channel to reach. It's still crazy to think of that amount of people wanting to tune in to the content that I make. And as of the time that I'm recording this, we had reached 67 followers on Twitch. And as of summer of 2025, we reached affiliate. Another thing that I would never in my life had expected to happen. But it did. And I'm seriously grateful for that. I say those two things are something that we have accomplished and not something that I have accomplished. Because at the end of the day, all I did was live stream or upload videos. Meanwhile, you guys are the ones that wanted to spread the word, and I wouldn't want to deny you of that credit. It seriously means a lot. And I'm sure you may be asking, what are the plans for 2026 regarding this channel? Well, as usual, you can at least expect the minimum of one stream per week at the usual hours that I tend to stream. And as for videos that I'll upload, nothing has been set in stone yet. But when I do have the drive and the time to upload something, be sure to be on the lookout for that. So yeah, this year has had a lot of cons, but it doesn't negate the pros that have happened this year. At the very least, I'm hoping that 2026 will be a lot less hectic for me. And if you've also went through hard times in 2025, may 2026 be better for you as well. Once again, I want to thank you guys for all the support that you've given me, be it recently or throughout all the years that I've been making content. It makes me glad to know that I can make content some people find interesting or entertaining. Once again, let's hope 2026 only gets better from here, and I will see you all very soon.